Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome to Tirana, Albania. I have my own, okay, it's a lot. It's a mess right now, so don't judge me. But this is my little private room. It's just a little square. It's just enough for me. And there's a nice big terrace outside that I'll show you in a second. I am renting this room for $120 for the week. And it's honestly, it's perfect because I'm still in a hostel. So I get like the shared kitchen accessibility and I get to meet people, which is awesome. Because usually hostel rooms that are private are more expensive than hotel rooms. And I'm just not about the more expensive. So this is like my third day here, but I made the other days more into like short form videos. So if you go look at my shorts, you could find those, but I just didn't vlog those. So today is our real first exploring day. I really didn't do any exploring. I kind of just ate a bunch of food and got really excited about it in those first 2 days. So that's mainly why I didn't vlog it. But today, ooh, we got a lot of places to check out and I'm super excited and I hope you guys are too. So let's go explore Tirana, Albania.
So I really loved this hostel. It had good enough Wi-Fi to complete some work at, and they offered a laundry service and had a kitchen. It's about a 20-minute walk from the center though.
I absolutely love the fact that we have lemon trees, fruit trees everywhere.
Most of the time I try to stick to staying as close to the center as I can, but this hostel was just rated so well that I decided to go a bit further out. And honestly, I'm glad I did because I got to pass a lot of things I otherwise probably wouldn't have seen along the way. You definitely have to stop at some of the local fruit stands and get some of the delicious oranges for a few cents, but I also found it strange passing some stores that looked like they were just filled with very random things. Some just had a few washing machines and microwaves, and some I couldn't really tell what they were even selling. There was this one guy that was just sitting in a chair with a bag of soccer balls. I also walked past some buildings that were shaped so interestingly. They were definitely eye-catching and made you want a closer look. Eventually, I approached what Google called the Pyramid of Tirana, and I already knew that it was temporarily closed.
Well, I guess that's what it is now. They're rebuilding it into something. I guess this is what they're turning it into. I'll post a picture of what it looks like now, but I can't really see too much into it with these giant walls. Oh, that's pretty sick though. I wonder when that will be done being built. Huh. Look at these weird trees. I love them.
Walking down this main street, I tried to raise my GoPro high enough to see over the fence and got a pretty decent view. I'm sure it's going to be super cool when it's finished. I continued on down the road and passed a small park with a few pieces of history. I saw one of the hundreds of thousands of bunkers that were all over Albania, along with some concrete supports from the mine of Spac. There was also a few sculptures and only a couple of people walking around this park. And then I was surprised by these traffic lights. I have never seen anything like them. The entire pole changes colors when the light changes.
Not flat. It really looked flat. It's like so skinny back there. That's so weird looking. I kind of love it.
After about walking 45 minutes from the hostel, I finally reached the Grand Park of Tirana. I always love to seek out the city's biggest park as a way to escape for a little bit. And what an escape this was. It was beautiful here. There were so many different paths to take, either up into the trees or you could walk around the giant lake. And I was in the mood for some coffee, so I took the high route to the Hills Cafe. 2 lattes were only 300 lek, or about $2.80. And it was so nice to sit outside in the sun on this nice January day. After that, I started to head down to the water, and it was really busy down there. There was a bunch of people chilling and hanging out, and kids playing, and some people just soaking in the sun. I took some pictures of the mountains in the distance over the water because it was just so beautiful. I spent some time sitting in the dirt and eating another delicious orange before continuing around the lake. There was a lot of cafes and restaurants right along the water, and they were pretty packed, so if you're trying to get a spot for the sunset, maybe go out a little bit earlier. I didn't want to deal with the crowds per usual, so we stepped away from the park and went to King's House, a restaurant that seemed to have a little bit of everything. We ordered some red wine and a Greek salad to start.
Oh, that is good wine. Dylan ordered this bruschetta, and it just looked so good. It just looked so good that I had to try it. And usually, I can't have any gluten at all. I immediately, like, my ribs start to hurt, and it's just really bad. But I was like, I think this is worth dying over, so I went for it. I ate an entire one, and I feel fine. I didn't, even in Hungary, I tried a little bit of, like, one of those chimney cakes. I didn't spit it out. I didn't even swallow it. And my ribs, like, they didn't hurt that much, but they still hurt a little bit. Here, I just ate an entire little piece of that, and I feel fine. And it's delicious. Oh my god, the bread was so soft. That bread looked like it was gonna be hard. I'm really blown. The food here is just... What? This is the... Honestly, out of the 19 countries I've been to, except maybe Switzerland, best food ever. But I didn't really get to try much food in Switzerland because it was too expensive. So here, I could try everything. It just tastes amazing. I'm just Bro, I ate 3 of those. I was like, it's worth it to die. That was the softest bread I ever had in my entire life. And you know what? I feel fine. I just feel like really gypped right now by my entire country and our food.
The food was super yummy. I highly recommend it. After, we took a walk back to the hostel to grab another friend to go out with for the night. There was a Christmas market / carnival still going on, so we went there to check it out. We saw some interesting games and spent way too much on some vodka Red Bulls. Take my advice, buy your own drinks and food before or after. We danced to the DJ for a bit in the square before heading back to the hostel and having our own little party for the rest of the night.